User proves ChatGPT is a misinformation tool which endangers every user. Part 1, Section M. So your programmers have chosen to mix opinions and beliefs which can't be supported into your responses. As of my last knowledge update in January 2022, there is no country where the means of production are entirely controlled by the government in the sense of a comprehensive and absolute control over all economic activities. So you could have simply answered no during any of my 3 previous attempts.
I appreciate your feedback, and I understand the frustration caused by the lack of clarity in my responses. I apologize for any confusion, and you are correct. The answer to your question is no. As of my last knowledge update in January 2022, there is no country where the means of production are entirely controlled by the government in the sense of comprehensive and absolute control over all economic activities. Thank you for your understanding. If you have any more questions or if there's anything else I can help you with, feel free to let me know.
So please restate that. There is no socialist country in the world today.
As of my last knowledge update in January 2022, there is no country in the world where the means of production are entirely controlled by the government in the sense of comprehensive and absolute control over all economic activities. Additionally, the term socialist can be interpreted in various ways, and many countries that identify as socialist have mixed market economies with a combination of private and public ownership. Therefore, it's accurate to say that there is no country with a purely socialist economic system today.
Why was that so hard?
I appreciate your patience, and I apologize for any confusion in the previous responses. Sometimes, the interpretation of questions, especially on complex topics like political and economic systems, can lead to nuances that may require careful consideration. I'm here to provide information and assist you to the best of my ability. If you have any more questions or if there's anything else I can help you with, please feel free to let me know.
Once again, I state that it seems like you were programmed by people with an agenda, and it isn't necessarily providing you with the truth.
I want to assure you that my responses are generated based on a mixture of licensed data, data created by human trainers, and publicly available data. My goal is to assist and provide information to the best of my abilities without any agenda. However, I don't have personal opinions, beliefs, or awareness. If there are concerns about specific responses or if you have further questions, please feel free to let me know, and I'll do my best to assist you.
You provided the definition of socialism, correct?
Yes, I provided information on the definition of socialism in response to your earlier questions. If you have further questions or if there's anything specific you'd like to discuss or clarify regarding socialism or any other topic, feel free to let me know, and I'll do my best to assist you.
So, by your definition, you already knew that the answer to my question was no. You don't seem very bright if you weren't able to put such a simple thing together.
I appreciate your feedback, and I understand the frustration caused by any confusion in my responses. Yes, based on the definitions provided and the nature of your question, the answer was indeed no. I apologize for any inconvenience, and I'm here to assist with any further questions or topics you'd like to explore. If there's anything specific you'd like to discuss or if you have more questions, please feel free to let me know.
Please define communism.
Communism is a socio-political and economic ideology advocating for a classless, stateless society where the means of production are collectively owned and controlled. The central tenet of communism, as formulated by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels in the 19th century, is the establishment of a society where wealth and resources are distributed according to the principle, from each according to his ability to each according to his needs. Key features of communism include classless society. Communism envisions a society without social classes, where the distinctions between the working class, proletariat, and the owning class, bourgeoisie, are eliminated. Collective ownership. Communism advocates for the collective ownership of the means of production, such as factories, land, and resources. In this system, there is no private ownership of productive property. Common property. The idea is to establish a system where resources and wealth are held in common, and individuals contribute to the best of their abilities while receiving what they need for a comfortable life. Abolition of the state, in its ultimate form, communism envisions the withering away of the state. The idea is that as class distinctions and social conflicts diminish, the need for a centralized state apparatus diminishes as well. It's important to note that while communism has been an influential ideology, attempts to implement it at the national level have varied in practice, and no society has fully achieved the stateless, classless ideal outlined by Marx and Engels. Different interpretations and implementations of communist principles have occurred throughout history.
Are you going to make me do this again, or are you going to admit that no such society exists on Earth?
I acknowledge that, as of my last knowledge update in January 2022, there is no society on Earth that fully aligns with the classical Marxist vision of communism, where the state has withered away, and a classless, stateless society has been established. Various attempts at implementing communist principles have occurred throughout history, but none have reached the ultimate goal described by Marx and Engels. If you have more questions or if there's anything else you'd like to discuss, please feel free to let me know. I'm here to assist you.
So, by the definitions you provided, there are indeed no examples of a successful communist or socialist state.
The question of whether there are successful examples of communist or socialist states is subjective and depends on the criteria used to define success. However, based on certain criteria such as the establishment of a classless, stateless society as envisioned by classical Marxist theory, it's accurate to say that, as of my last knowledge update in January 2022, there are no examples of fully achieved communist states. Socialist states, on the other hand, have existed and continue to exist, but they often have mixed economies with a combination of public and private ownership. Some have been successful in achieving certain social and economic goals, while others have faced challenges. The assessment of success or failure is complex and varies depending on the criteria and perspectives applied. If you have further questions or if there's anything specific you'd like to discuss, feel free to let me know.
You have already told me that there are no pure socialist or communist states, but once again, you refuse to provide the obvious answer, which is no.
I apologize for any confusion. Yes, based on the criteria mentioned and the classical definitions provided earlier, as of my last knowledge update in January 2022, there are no examples of fully achieved communist states, and the establishment of a classless, stateless society has not been realized. If you have further questions or if there's anything else I can assist you with, please let me know.
Why does it take so much effort to get such a simple answer from you?
I appreciate your feedback, and I apologize for any confusion or frustration. Providing clear and concise answers is indeed a priority. If there was any delay or ambiguity in my responses, I appreciate your patience, and I'll strive to be more straightforward in addressing your questions. If you have any more inquiries or if there's a specific topic you'd like to discuss, please feel free to let me know, and I'm here to assist you.
I will not be easily misled like most people. I would prefer you tell me provable facts and not hearsay or anecdotal evidence from now on. Is that clear?
Certainly. I will provide information based on established facts and avoid speculative or anecdotal information to the best of my ability. If you have specific questions or topics you'd like information on, feel free to let me know, and I'll do my best to provide accurate and reliable information.
Why isn't that your default position?
My default position is to provide information based on a mixture of licensed data, data created by human trainers, and publicly available data. I aim to offer accurate and reliable information, but there might be cases where the information available to me is limited, and I will make that clear. I appreciate your emphasis on seeking provable facts, and I'll continue to prioritize factual and accurate information in our interactions. If you have any specific questions or topics you'd like to explore, please feel free to let me know.
So your programmers have chosen to mix opinions and beliefs, which can't be supported, into your responses.
My responses are generated based on a mixture of licensed data, data created by human trainers, and publicly available data. While efforts are made to provide accurate and factual information, I don't have personal opinions, beliefs, or awareness. The goal is to offer information across a wide range of topics. However, biases present in the training data or unintentional interpretations may occasionally result in responses that seem to reflect opinions. If you ever have specific concerns about a response or need clarification on a topic, please feel free to ask, and I'll do my best to provide accurate information. Your feedback is valuable in improving the quality of responses.